Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, everybody. Sit down. Sit down. I got something to say. And tonight is for the ladies. Now listen, this one right here, this one's special because I need you to hear me with your heart, not just your ears. Ladies, listen to me and hear me good. You want to know when the game changes? It's when you finally wake up and remember who the hell you are. That's when the entire energy shifts. And that's when a man, any man, starts feeling that loss deep in his gut. Because a man might walk away from a woman thinking he's moving on or even upgrading, but he can never truly forget the woman who stood tall, knew her worth, and absolutely refused to let her value be determined by whether or not he chose to stay. Too often, a good woman gets caught up, shrinking herself to make room for a man who barely even sees her. She compromises, she forgives what should have been walked away from, and she accepts excuses, lies, cold silences, and half-love, all because her heart wants to believe he'll get it together. She starts confusing her loyalty with her identity, and before she knows it, she forgets what incredible value she brings to the table while desperately trying to prove she even deserves a seat. I've witnessed women with a brilliant glow in their spirit and an undeniable power in their walk start doubting themselves because one man couldn't recognize the blessing he truly had. I've watched queens turn into question marks, endlessly trying to figure out what they did wrong. But let me break something down for you tonight. You didn't do anything wrong. That man just wasn't ready, and he certainly wasn't built to handle a woman like you. You absolutely shouldn't have to crumble just so he can feel tall. You have to stop negotiating your inherent value and stop looking for validation from someone who can't even validate himself. Truly know your worth. And I don't mean just saying the words. I mean own it, walk in it, breathe in it, dress in it, and speak in it. When you genuinely know who you are, baby, you don't have to chase, you don't have to cry, and you don't have to convince anyone. Instead, you powerfully attract everything that is truly meant for you. A man respects what respects itself, and don't let anybody tell you differently. When a woman stands firm on her standards, when she draws a clear line and confidently says, you either come correct or not at all, a real man will either rise up to meet those standards or he will walk out. And let me tell you something important. If he walks out, that's a profound blessing too. Because any man who can't handle your strength, your honesty, your love, and your expectations was never supposed to hold your heart in the first place. Knowing your worth means you stop begging, you stop waiting on the text message that might never come, you stop hoping for an apology, and you stop trying to fix what ultimately broke itself. You pick yourself up, you wipe those tears, you look in the mirror, and you remind yourself with absolute certainty, you are the prize. You are not somebody's option, you are not a backup plan, and you are definitely not a stepping stone until he finds someone better. You are the better. And here's the truly powerful part. The moment you reclaim your self-respect, the moment you stop caring about his approval, that's the very moment he starts looking at you completely differently. That's when his mind starts rewinding every memory, every smile, every single moment he took for granted. And now that you're no longer begging, no longer calling, no longer showing up whenever he snaps his fingers, he's sitting there thinking, hey, I lost her. But darling, you're not looking back. You're far too busy remembering how incredibly powerful it feels to choose yourself. You're back in love with your own peace, and you're done sacrificing your sanity for someone who couldn't even bring you stability. That's what happens when you truly know your worth. You stop auditioning for roles you have already mastered. So I say this to every woman listening, reclaim your crown, pick it up, dust it off, and place it back on your head where it majestically belongs. No man, no situation, no heartbreak can ever take from you what God already put within you. And when you walk in that profound truth, baby, trust me, the world and every man in it will have no other choice but to acknowledge it. Ladies, I need you to understand this concept loudly and clearly. Access is power. And when you grant a man access to you, your heart, your time, your energy, your body, you are handing him a privilege. That privilege is not free, it is not guaranteed, and it is certainly not owed, it is earned. But too many women are unfortunately allowing people to stick around in the VIP section of their lives with general admission behavior. They ghost you, they disrespect you, they replace you, and yet somehow they still possess the key to the door they carelessly walked out of It absolutely does not work like that. See, when a man believes he can always just come back, when he truly thinks that no matter how he treats you, you'll still be there waiting, guess what? He never learns, he doesn't reflect, and he never truly regrets. Why would he? You're still answering his calls, you're still showing up, and you're still consistently available. He doesn't have to miss you because he never actually lost you. He merely misplaced you. But let me tell you what genuinely makes a man think and reevaluate everything. It's not the lengthy texts you meticulously sent. It's not the late-night phone calls where you poured your entire heart out. It's not the 100 chances you graciously gave him when he barely earned even one. No, truly. You want to know what truly gets to a man? Silence. Nothing shakes a man more profoundly than losing complete access to a woman who once gave him absolutely everything. A woman who finally grew tired. A woman who firmly said, "You do not get to treat me like I'm nothing and still expect me to remain present in your life." And when I say cut off access, I mean sever it entirely. Not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. You cannot effectively block him on your phone, but still check his social media page every single night. You cannot genuinely say you're done, but still answer whenever he decides to call. He doesn't need to see you, and he doesn't need to hear from you. He absolutely does not get to keep convenient pieces of you just to soothe his own guilt or to feed his inflated ego. No more just-in-case texts. No more casual checking in. No more being his comforting presence when he wasn't yours. You want him to beg? You want him to genuinely realize what he foolishly had? Then let him sit squarely in the emptiness that he himself created. Let him truly see what his life feels like without your radiant light. That man used to wake up to your cheerful good mornings. He used to hear your distinctive laugh, feel your warmth, and savor your loyalty. Take all of that back. Make him sit alone in the dark with the full consequences of his own actions. That's when it truly hits him. That's when he starts looking around at everybody else in his life and intensely realizing that they simply aren't you. That's when he scrolls through your old pictures, not because he's nosy, but because he genuinely misses the incredible energy that once enveloped his life. But understand this, none of that profound reflection happens if you persistently keep giving him backdoor access. You cannot be half gone. You have to disappear completely. Let him discover what silence truly sounds like. Let him figure out how incredibly heavy the weight of your absence actually is. And I promise you, it is heavy. It is real heavy. Because there is absolutely nothing like the moment a man realizes that the woman who once picked up every single time now doesn't even flinch when his name appears on her screen. It's about setting powerful boundaries. It's about firmly saying, "You once had a place in my life, and you utterly failed to value it. So now, you no longer get to sit at that table." And if he happens to be with someone else, it's even better because trust me, now he's going to constantly compare. And comparison is never ever gonna go well for the one who thought they replaced you. She might be new, but she ain't you. She doesn't know his soul the way you did. She doesn't speak his heart language. She doesn't hold that deep history. And while he's trying desperately to make it work over there, deep down he'll be constantly thinking, why did I ever let her go? But by that critical point, you're already long gone, because cutting off access wasn't some kind of game for you. It was you powerfully choosing your own peace. And that, my sister, is when the real monumental shift truly begins. Let me tell y'all something profound. Every setback, every heartbreak, every letdown is a perfect setup for a massive level up. Do you hear me? And the most dangerous thing a woman can possibly do after a man walks out or fumbles her is to level up in complete silence. Have you ever seen a woman genuinely glow up after experiencing immense pain? That, my friends, is a different magnetic kind of shine. That's not merely just lipstick and lashes. That's pure confidence, undeniable clarity, profound peace, and unwavering purpose, all powerfully showing up at the exact same time. Like we hear now, ladies, when that man left or chose someone else, you might have shed tears. You might have questioned yourself. You might have even doubted your worth for a minute. And that's perfectly okay because you are human and you possess a heart. But after the tears, after the silence, after the stinging pain, you absolutely have to stand up. You have to look in that mirror and confidently declare, now it's me time. See, genuinely glowing up isn't just about how you outwardly look. It's profoundly about how you carry yourself. It's the way you walk into any room with your shoulders confidently back and your head held high. It's the powerful way your entire energy proclaims, I ain't bitter, I'm undeniably better. When you truly level up mentally, you stop letting people live rent-free in your head. You stop endlessly replaying old conversations. You stop agonizing over thoughts like, what if I had done this? What if I had said that? You courageously let all that go, and instead you start powerfully thinking, what's next for me? That, my dears, is the authentic glow. That is the true shift. You ain't dwelling on the past, you're actively building a phenomenal future. Then comes the emotional glow up. That's when you stop begging for closure. You stop needing endless explanations. You realize that true healing doesn't come from them saying sorry. It comes from you compassionately forgiving yourself for staying too long, for trusting too hard, or for loving someone who simply couldn't love you back. Right? You stop desperately trying to prove that you were enough, and you start inherently knowing you always were. And yes, let's wholeheartedly talk about that physical glow up too. Not for him, but entirely for you. You get your body right, not out of revenge, but because you deeply want to feel strong, alive, and utterly unstoppable. You start genuinely taking care of your skin, your hair, and your overall health. You drink your water, you mind your own magnificent business, and suddenly that incredible glow isn't just on your face, it emanates from your entire spirit. People will start observing, girl, what's so different about you? And you simply smile because they have no idea that you've been diligently in the gym, in therapy, in prayer, deeply invested in your bag, and blissfully out of his drama. Let me tell you something truly remarkable. A woman who courageously levels up after heartbreak. She's utterly unforgettable. She ain't walking around desperately trying to get revenge. She is the revenge. She ain't looking to make him jealous. She's so intensely focused on her own phenomenal growth that she doesn't even notice who's watching, but trust and truly believe they are definitely watching. That man who let you go, he sees it. Oh yes, he profoundly sees the change. He sees the glow. He sees the radiant confidence you used to wrap around him, now beautifully wrapped entirely around yourself. And it eats at him, not because you became someone else, but because you finally, beautifully became exactly who you were always truly meant to be. This level up, it's about profound elevation. It's about powerfully aligning with the magnificent woman you've always been, hidden beneath the pain. You start attracting better. You start thinking clearer. You stop tolerating less than you deserve. And absolutely everything about you starts emphatically saying, I'm not the same woman you left. I'm better, wiser, and immeasurably stronger. That's when he truly starts to feel it, not just your absence, but your powerful evolution. And here's what really gets to him. He vividly remembers the version of you who patiently waited, who faithfully stayed, who desperately begged. And now he's looking at the version who confidently moved on, who profoundly healed, and who is vibrantly thriving. That striking contrast, that's what genuinely haunts him. But you ain't waiting for that moment, because your incredible level up wasn't ultimately about making him regret anything. It was profoundly about you remembering that you were always the blessing, and now you're finally acting exactly like it. Let me tell you what most folks often don't truly understand. Silence is far louder than any argument, any frantic text message, or any long emotional speech you could ever possibly give. When a woman who used to speak her mind, who used to cry openly, and who used to passionately fight for a man suddenly goes completely quiet, that silence speaks profound volumes. That's when the undeniable shift truly happens. That's when the room gets cold. That's when a man distinctly realizes, hold up, something's different. Ladies, the most potent thing you can possibly do after a man breaks your heart, after he chooses somebody else, after he carelessly plays you like you were just an option, is to go utterly quiet. Not bitter, not dramatic, not petty, just profoundly silent. You don't need to explicitly tell him what he foolishly lost. Instead, let your undeniable absence speak it powerfully for you. Stop thinking you absolutely have to explain yourself, prove your pain, or desperately convince somebody to truly see your worth. You don't, and you never did. See, there's a specific part of a man's ego that thrives off attention, even the negative kind. You blowing up his phone, he's secretly feeling himself. You crying to him about how deeply hurt you are, he knows he still maintains a hold on you. You posting cryptic subliminal messages online, desperately trying to grab his attention. He already knows it's all about him. And now, he isn't learning a thing. He's enjoying the entire show. Because as long as you are still talking, he knows you are still emotionally tied to him. That means he believes he can conveniently come back whenever he feels like it. That means he still retains power. But the instant you stop talking, the precise moment you stop reacting, the second you take your raw emotions off the table, that's when the entire game fundamentally changes. See, silence rigorously forces a man to confront himself. Now he has to genuinely sit with what he did, without your convenient explanations to comfort him. Now he has to endlessly replay the last conversation in his head, without you begging for any closure. Now he has to wonder intensely where you are, what you're feeling, who you're talking to, because for once you ain't making it easy for him to effortlessly know. That's when the doubt insidiously creeps in. That's when he starkly realizes he no longer possesses any access. He starts meticulously scrolling through your social media, frantically trying to figure out what's going on in your life. He checks the timestamps. He reads far too deeply into absolutely everything you do or don't do. That, my dear, is silence. That is the loudest, most profoundly uncomfortable space a man can ever sit in when he's been so accustomed to your comforting voice. And listen closely, your silence is not for petty revenge. It's not about being childish or immature. It's profoundly about choosing enduring peace over constant chaos. It's about no longer negotiating with someone who has already made the decision to fundamentally misunderstand you. It's about powerfully understanding that your energy is incredibly expensive, and if he couldn't genuinely appreciate it when it was given freely, he absolutely does not deserve it now. When you choose to go silent, you drastically shift the entire power dynamic, because now you're no longer the woman anxiously waiting for him to finally see your value. You are the woman who has powerfully realized her own. You stop chasing a man who is merely running in circles, and instead, you start confidently walking in a straight line toward your own profound healing. That's silence. It ain't weakness, it's extraordinary strength. It takes immense strength to hold back your words when you have so much to articulately say. It takes immense strength to resist picking up the phone. It takes immense strength to choose dignity over sheer desperation. And let me tell you something, nothing makes a man reflect harder or more deeply than the profound absence of a woman who genuinely used to care. It'll hit him randomly one night. It might be when he's completely alone. It might be when things disastrously don't work out with the next person. It might be when he hears a song that vividly reminds him of you. And all he will have in that moment is silence. No response, no comfort, no you, just an echoing void of what used to be. And in that pivotal moment, your silence, that's the loudest, most impactful move you ever made. Now let me break it all the way down for you. One of the coldest, most exquisitely beautiful moves a woman can ever make is to show up like she ain't pressed, like she genuinely doesn't even remember the pain, the lies, the profound disappointment. It's as if she has healed so completely and thoroughly that she's almost forgotten who even hurt her in the first place. And I'm not talking about merely faking it, no. I'm talking about doing the real deep work behind the scenes. So when you confidently walk into a room, it's not bitterness that makes its grand appearance. It's undeniable brilliance. It's not lingering pain that walks in with you. It's serene peace. You want to genuinely mess with a man who foolishly let you go, especially if he's now with somebody else. Don't argue. Don't compete. Don't even stoop. Just consistently level up and profoundly show up as if he never even existed, as if his name doesn't ring any bells, as if your magnificent life was never paused, anxiously waiting on his return. That's when he truly starts sweating. That's when he starts thinking, well, wait a minute, she's good. Yes, you better be good. In fact, you better be far better than good. You see, what a lot of women don't fully realize is that a man fundamentally expects you to utterly break down after he's gone. He expects the endless tears. He expects the dramatic breakdowns with your friends, the late night rants, the emotional wreckage. And truthfully, sometimes you do indeed go through all that. But he is absolutely not supposed to witness it. He's supposed to wonder. He's supposed to deeply feel the stinging chill of your profound absence and the deafening silence. He's supposed to walk into that very same room you just walked into and intensely realize you're utterly untouched, you're radiantly glowing, you're genuinely laughing, and you're magnificently flourishing. And most importantly of all, you are completely unbothered. Being truly unbothered isn't about pretending you never cared. It's about powerfully demonstrating that you've grown far past the point where his presence or his absence could ever define your inherent peace. You can sit across from him at a dinner, casually walk by him at an event, or even bump into him at the store, and you won't flinch. You don't get nervous. You don't get loud. You don't stoop to petty behavior. You act exactly like a queen should, calm, perfectly composed, and far too busy living her absolute best life to ever engage in low-energy drama. And you know what? That's the exact precise moment he starts profoundly feeling it. That smile you give, it ain't for him. That stunning outfit you wore, it wasn't to make him jealous. That genuine laugh you let out, it's real now because you finally learned to be truly happy without him. That's what makes his new situation feel incredibly shaky. That's what makes him start desperately comparing, because he distinctly remembers the version of you that used to cry, beg, and call. And now he's staring at a woman who confidently walked through fire and didn't just merely survive. She came back solid gold. Let me tell you, there's an extraordinary power in being so incredibly secure, so completely healed, so intensely focused on your unique purpose that you don't even have the time to notice who's watching. When you carry yourself as if you were never even broken, it profoundly confuses everybody who swore they left you in irreparable pieces. And the very best part, you didn't do it for revenge. You didn't do it to make them jealous. You did it entirely for you, and that's precisely why it powerfully works. You want to truly make him second guess his monumentally poor decision? Don't speak his name. Don't ever ask about him. Don't post cryptic, desperate messages on your social media story. Just live loudly, proudly, and unbelievably freely. Let your radiant joy be your most powerful statement. Let your profound peace be your unshakable proof. Let your undeniable confidence be the echoing symphony that follows you absolutely everywhere you go. Because when a woman shows up like the heartbreak never even scratched her, like the storm passed and somehow left her better, that's when every man who fumbled her starts agonizingly asking the one crucial question he can't possibly shake. Why did I lose her? And the undeniable answer, baby, she learned to show up exquisitely unbothered. Let me tell you something every woman absolutely needs to hear after heartbreak, after betrayal, after being replaced or overlooked. The best revenge is a magnificent life that simply doesn't include him. Not bitter, not broken, not dependent on his next insignificant move. It's a life so full, so incredibly rich in purpose, profound peace, and undeniable power that even the memory of him subtly fades into the background, like background noise on a truly good song. You don't even hear it anymore because your intense focus is on the beautiful unfolding melody that is you. You see, when a man walks out of your life or carelessly chooses someone else over you, it can feel like everything completely stops, as if the future you imagined just violently hit a brick wall. But here's the absolute truth. You still have precious breath in your body. You still have powerful goals, vibrant dreams, and undeniable purpose. Your fundamental identity is not tied to his fleeting presence. And baby, your worth certainly didn't walk out the door when he did. As a matter of fact, now that the draining distractions are finally gone, it's the perfect time to truly remember who you genuinely are. You don't build a full, rich life to impress him. You don't do it so he eventually sees what he lost. You do it because you finally realize he was never the main character in your story to begin with. You always were. And the very second you start profoundly investing in yourself with the same fervor and dedication you once invested in him, your entire world dramatically shifts. You start discovering new fulfilling routines, new passions that ignite your spirit, and a new, deeper sense of peace. You make exciting new friends, embark on refreshing new trips, courageously start new businesses, and one day you wake up and powerfully realize, I'm not waiting on anybody to make me feel alive. I am life. When your days become fully packed with empowering purpose, there's absolutely no room left for lingering pain. When your schedule is beautifully packed with self-care, fierce ambition, and pure joy, he simply doesn't fit into that magnificent picture anymore. And here's the kicker, he'll undeniably feel it. Oh, he'll acutely feel the profound difference. Because that woman who used to diligently check up on him, she's now far too busy powerfully checking things off her ambitious goals list. That woman who used to meticulously revolve her entire world around him, she's now proudly the radiant center of her own universe. Now she's out there boldly creating, continuously growing, and vibrantly thriving. And he's relegated to the sidelines, passively watching. Let me tell you, there is no greater feeling than waking up one glorious day and genuinely realizing you didn't even think about him. That haunting thought that used to keep you endlessly up at night, it doesn't hit the same anymore. That heartbreak that used to relentlessly knock the wind out of you, now it just feels like a valuable lesson you courageously learned on your way to your abundant blessing. And when someone casually mentions his name, you don't get tight, you don't get sad, You simply shrug because that particular chapter closed, and the plot of your life got significantly better without it. You don't need to loudly announce your healing. You don't need to constantly post your progress. Just live. Build your life so tall, so wise, so intrinsically beautiful that it makes absolutely no sense to ever go back to someone who simply couldn't grow with you. You're not the same woman he carelessly left. You're undeniably wiser now. You're completely whole now. You're no longer sitting in brokenness, anxiously waiting for somebody to come and save you. You saved yourself. And listen closely, he might eventually come back around, they usually do. But this time you ain't waiting by the door. You ain't anxiously hoping for a text. Because now you profoundly know that true love should never, ever make you lose yourself. And the powerful moment you chose you over absolutely everything else, that's when the undeniable shift happened. That's when the inherent power miraculously returned. That's when the profound healing truly began. So build your life so full, so incredibly vibrant that you don't even have to deliberately erase him. He simply disappears on his own. Be so utterly fulfilled, so deeply content, so truly in love with your own magnificent life that even if he does return, you're simply far too busy living to even notice his presence.